Ever come across a sales pitch that's so good you can almost feel your hand reaching for your wallet? Well, today we're going to tear down the marketing for a product called CitrusBurn. We're going to deconstruct its entire story piece by piece to see exactly how it works.
And right out of the gate, you get the hook. This is a classic. It challenges what you think you know, that you have to live at the gym, and it dangles this mysterious, almost effortless alternative. It's designed to make you stop scrolling, lean in a little closer, and think, okay, you have my attention. What's this secret? So how do you make a complicated issue like weight loss feel simple? You tell a story, and the story here is about a biological switch. The pitch is simple. Thin people have it flipped on, and maybe, just maybe, yours is flipped off. It's a really clever way to frame the problem, and it sets the stage perfectly for them to sell you the solution.
All right, so you're hooked. Now, every good story needs a villain, right? The best marketing doesn't just solve a problem you already have. Oh no, it introduces a problem you never even knew you had. And for this pitch, the villain has a very official-sounding name: Thermogenic Resistance.
So, what on earth is it? Well, according to them, it's this condition that's actively blocking your body from burning fat, especially once you hit your mid-30s. By giving the struggle a scientific-sounding name, it makes the problem feel real. It feels treatable. And you know what? It makes it feel like it's not your fault. And that is powerful.
Of course, if you're going to introduce a new condition, you've got to make it sound legit. And this is how they do it. They borrow credibility. By dropping names like Harvard and the Mayo Clinic, they're wrapping their claims in a blanket of scientific authority. All of a sudden, thermogenic resistance starts to sound a lot less like a marketing term and a lot more like real science.
And to make all that science feel less, abstract, they hit you with a hard number. The claim is a 74% increase in thermogenesis. Now, why 74? Why not just say a big boost? Because 74% sounds precise. It sounds like they did the research, and it makes the result feel like a real, tangible outcome you can expect.
Okay, so we've established the problem, we've backed it with what looks like science, and now it's time to introduce the hero of our story, the solution. And it's not just called a supplement. No, it's the Spanish fat-melting formula. Doesn't that just sound more exotic, more potent?
Now take a look at this. They don't just list the ingredients, they assign each one a specific mission. It's like a special ops team for your metabolism. You've got your fat burners, your craving blockers, your calorie incinerators. This isn't just a random mix of stuff. It's presented as a comprehensive, perfectly designed formula where every single part has a job to do.
And this part is just genius because it's all about crushing your doubts before you even have them. Are you worried it's safe? Hey, it's 100% natural. Worried about side effects? Don't be. It's stimulant-free and jitter-free. Worried you'll get addicted? Nope, it's non-habit forming. Every single one of these bullet points is designed to dismantle a reason you might have for saying no.
So the science is laid out. The solution is on the table. But facts and figures can only take you so far. Now the pitch brings out its most powerful weapon, social proof. It's time to shift from the clinical to the emotional. It's time to hear from real people. And listen to Tasha's story. It's not just about the number. Even though 22 pounds is specific and impressive, the real magic is in the feeling, in control. That hits on a much deeper emotional level. They're not just selling weight loss, they're selling the feeling of taking your life back. Neil's story here adds another really clever layer of trust. Sure, the part about cravings disappearing is great, but the killer line is "my doctor noticed." Wow. That brings in an outside expert and authority figure who's validating the results. It's like getting a free second opinion. And finally, Elizabeth's testimonial just seals the deal. This is about so much more than a number on a scale. It's about energy, it's about life, it's about self-love. Being the version of myself I actually like. I mean, that's what everyone wants, right? It's an incredibly powerful promise. So the problem is clear, the solution looks amazing, and the proof seems undeniable. We're at the final act. The offer. This is the moment where the pitch has to convert all that desire you're feeling into a click. This is a textbook example of something called price anchoring. They show you the highest price per bottle first, $79. So when you see the $49 price for the big package, your brain automatically thinks, wow, what a great deal. It's designed to make the biggest purchase feel like the smartest one. And if you're still on the fence about which package to get, they hit you with this. They straight up tell you that 96% of customers choose the big one. This is a massive psychological nudge. It creates this fear of missing out, making you think that if you don't pick the 6-bottle pack, you're making the wrong choice. Oh, and to make that big package completely irresistible, they throw in free bonuses. But look closely. These aren't just random goodies. One tackles the physical side with a detox, and the other tackles the mental side with emotional eating. So you're not just buying a bottle of pills anymore, you're buying a whole transformation system. The value just feels huge.
And the final push is to get you to act right now. They use all the classic tricks. A sale is live, the quantity is limited, and look, a countdown timer is ticking away your spot. This is all designed to create a sense of scarcity and urgency, to bypass the logical part of your brain and trigger an immediate emotional decision to buy.
But what if, after all that, there's still a tiny voice of doubt in your head? Well, they have one last card to play. This is the final piece of the puzzle, and it's designed to eliminate every last shred of risk.
And they do it with this big, bold number, 180, a 180-day guarantee. I mean, that's 6 months. A guarantee that long sends a powerful message. It says, we are so ridiculously confident that this will work for you that we'll give you half a year to try it out.
And here's the fine print, which is anything but. A full refund if you're not amazed. Not just satisfied, but amazed. And the most important 3 words in the entire pitch? No questions asked. That takes all the risk off of your shoulders and puts it all on them. At this point, it feels like there's nothing to lose.
So let's just quickly recap this masterclass. They identified a hidden problem and gave it a scientific name. They presented an exotic solution, backed it up with emotional stories, then made an irresistible offer loaded with urgency, and finally wrapped the whole thing in an ironclad, risk-free guarantee. Every single step was perfectly crafted to lead you to one conclusion. So the real question isn't just about the product, it's about the pitch itself. How can you not be impressed?